How excited are you for the Para Swimming Allianz European Championships?
I'm getting so excited. Like a couple of weeks ago, I probably was getting really nervous, but then we went away on a training camp in Fuerteventura and we've got a big bulk of hard work done now. So I've started to get really excited about it. And then it's just the fact that all my friends are starting to buy tickets, and of course there's the Allianz ad that's on out there, and people are coming up to me in the streets and saying that they're getting tickets, and people are messaging me on Instagram or Facebook telling me they're coming or asking me where to get the tickets or when I'm racing and stuff. So like, it's really exciting to see people I don't know get involved, and that's the whole point of it being here. It's about educating people in Paralympic sport and hopefully inspiring other disabled kids or adults to try and get involved in Paralympic sport, and even just to kind of give people a different perception of what disabled people can do and what they look like and all the glorious and unglorious things about sport, really.
Ellen, how did you get involved in swimming?
So when I was a kid, my parents didn't want to treat me any differently to my brothers and my sisters, so I started lessons when I could learn to walk, basically. And I actually hated them at that stage. I hated swimming, and then I got invited to a disability competition up north in Lisburn. It's an annual competition, and I went and I competed, and I actually turned out I was pretty good, and I actually really enjoyed it. So from there I joined a local competitive swimming club. I started training twice a week, and then that built up to 3, 4, 5, 6. And now it's like 10, 11, 12. And then when I was 13, I actually went to my first Paralympic Games in Beijing. So that was my first major international competition. I came sixth in the final there. I went to a European Championships, World Championships, London 2012. I didn't really actually compete the way I wanted to in London. So I realised I kind of had to step up my game, and that's what I did. And in 2013, I won 2 bronze medals at World Championships. The European Championships that followed, I had 3 fourth place finishes, which was a bit upsetting, but I had done my leaving cert a couple of weeks previous, so I could understand where that came from. And then 2015 World Championships, I won another bronze medal, and then that led into Rio 2016, my 3rd Paralympic Games, where I won my first Paralympic medal, bronze medal in the breaststroke.
How important have your family and your circle of friends been?
My family have been so supportive. So as I said, when I started off pretty young and I was doing 5 o'clock in the morning sort of stuff. I'd be getting up at 4:15 in the morning. My mum would be driving me training. I'd train for 2 hours. She'd bring me home, feed me, send me to school. I'd come home from school, feed me again, bring me back to the pool for another 2 hours, bring me back, feed me again. Make sure I get all my schoolwork done as well. So I really wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of her and my dad. So they took their turns doing it. And then when I was 15, I actually went to boarding school in England for 2 years on a sports scholarship. And I know that was a really hard decision for my parents to make. Like, I was 15, they didn't want to send their baby away, and I am the baby, I'm the youngest of my family. So the fact that they're able to put their feelings aside to support my swimming was just a major deal, and I'm so thankful that they let me do that. So when I came back as well, I did my leaving cert in 2 years, and then I decided that I was going to move out. So when I was 19 in first year of college, I moved out of home, and my mom was like, "No, it's happening all over again." And like, my brothers were still living at home, and she just didn't want me to leave. But I felt like if I was going to do this, I had to do it by myself, and I wasn't going to have anyone to blame other than myself. Like, if my mom or my dad couldn't do something, I think if I didn't succeed, I probably would have blamed them. So I had to remove that completely from the equation. And the fact that they allowed me to do that was a major deal. And then, of course, my brothers and my sister, I get asked so many times if I'm an only child, because my parents are just so supportive of me, and there's pictures of me all over the house, so they've had to deal with that. And even when I was younger, they wouldn't be allowed to have friends over on a Friday night because I'd be getting up at 6 the next morning to go training. So they've had to suffer along the way as well. But now, we're all adults, we're a lot more relaxed in terms of embarrassing each other. So my parents, when they come away to competitions, they love dressing up in their green suits and going crazy, going mad, letting everyone know who they are. And if I was younger, that would have annoyed me. But now I'm just like, yeah, you've committed yourself to this too. Just go out and enjoy yourself. And my brothers and my sister are getting on board with that too. So it's really great to see them enjoying themselves. But of course, I wouldn't have been able to do this without any of them.
How proud are you to be from Clontarf?
I'm so proud to be from Clontarf. Like, unfortunately, I haven't actually spent a lot of time there because I'm hopping all over the place with training or moving country or moving home. But all along, the people of Clontarf have supported me. So my dad works for Heineken, and a lot of people know him as the Heineken man. Like, he knows everyone, and he's been telling everyone all about me. And then actually, when I was in Rio, my old primary school, Belgrove, were so supportive. I came home from Rio and there's little swimming suits coloured in on all the railings and stuff, and it was just so cute to see. And then when we actually landed in the airport after Rio, I went straight to Clontarf Rugby Club, and loads of people from Clontarf were there to welcome me home, and there's a big like homecoming, and it was just so lovely to see. And I'm just so excited the fact that the European Championships are in Dublin this year. Like, they can all come along and actually see it in the flesh. Like, they supported me on the TV, but now it's their chance to come and watch it in person and kind of get behind me, and hopefully I'll be able to succeed for them as well as for myself. And of course, in 2017 I actually was awarded the Mayor of Dublin award, which is such a prestigious award, and at the time I was like, oh, this is great. My parents were more proud than I was, because I didn't really know what it was. But now, kind of the older that I'm getting, the more I'm like, wow, this is amazing that people of Dublin are actually so supportive, and the people of Clontarf are so supportive. So I want to give back, and I want to be able to share this experience with them. That's why it's so important that everyone comes, because if things do go in my favour and I do win a gold medal, like, I want to be able to sing that anthem with them, and I want the whole house to be like full of Irish people. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Why should the people of Clontarf, Dublin and Ireland come support yourself and your teammates?
This is the first time a Paralympic event has ever come to Ireland, so this is a really big deal for the people of Ireland. When we go out and we compete, we wear the Irish flag, we wear the colours, and there's no point in us doing that, and there's no kind of validation of us doing that if people don't know what's going on. So this is a really big opportunity for people to understand and learn and be educated in it, and be able to tell the difference between the Olympics, the Special Olympics and Paralympics, and to get excited when people are competing, and to hopefully inspire other disabled athletes, or even athletes in general, to go out there and set goals and aim for the best that they can do. So it's a really exciting event, and I'm really hoping that the National Aquatic Centre will be full between the 13th and the 19th of August.